The town of Ophir in summertime. Sure looks nice now, but in winter, it's brass monkeys, mate. In 1995, Ophir set the record for New Zealand's coldest town.
Their sheep were sticking to the snow. We had to pull the prise them off the snow. If they sat down at night, they'd freeze to it. The hens frozen on the perches, stone dead, and they didn't fall off until the snow thawed.
Some homes were so energy inefficient, it was just as cold inside as it was outdoors.
Quite often, we'd put our bread in the fridge to defrost, because if we'd just left it out there overnight, we'd still have semi-frozen bread that we couldn't use in the morning.
We try to warn people that if you put your false teeth in a glass of water before you go to bed, you'll find them pretty frozen in the morning. You won't be able to get them out.
So we couldn't use our toilets in the night or evenings as the septic tank was frozen.
Well, when we took over the hotel, there were no electric blankets on the beds. The traveller's breath would condense on the blanket and freeze.
We working with damp hands, with tools. You had to wear gloves or the tools would stick onto your hands. You could hold a crescent in your hand like that and pulling it up and it'll be still a 12-inch crescent would just stick there. So that's how cold it was.
In 2011, news of Ophir's winter challenge made news headlines. Knauf Insulation, a leading insulation manufacturer from Germany with experience in providing insulation solutions in the world's coldest climates, decided to investigate. With another freezing winter looming, and Knauf Insulation about to launch their Earthwool product in New Zealand, the company made a commitment to insulate the entire town. So, in the summer of 2011, Knauf Insulation transformed the town with high-performance Earthwool insulation. Every single house. Starting with the town's most important building, the pub.
It's been fairly cold during those times, obviously, and since the insulation, we've noticed in a couple of areas, especially in the Bar area, it obviously keeps patrons here longer, which is good for business, and it stays warmer longer. And we've also noticed in the rooms and that the rail trailers have mentioned on numerous occasions that how warm it is and cosy it is in the rooms.
I was worried about the customers being cold in here, but I noticed when they come in, they sit down and then suddenly they stand up and they take off scarves and coats and so that's working really well. They're feeling warm in here.
It's so much warmer and easier heated because I used to run my heat pump at 25, but this year I've been running it on 22. When Knauf came in and did this job, it was tremendous.
Since I've had the Earthwool in, I haven't actually had any frozen pipes, which has really been really good for us. And the holidaymakers, of course, because they don't have to get up during the night to run the taps. You can definitely feel the difference when you come into the cottage, especially if you're a wee bit bored like me on top of your head.
It made such a difference, the townspeople didn't even need their jumpers anymore. The locals were most appreciative. That's Tinkerbell. She'll never feel the cold again. She's now a piping hot meat pie.
Yum, 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 yum.
Thanks to Earthwool, Ophir is the town that came in from the cold.